Valerie May Douglas. What do? I do several things. I do have my degree in engineering. I went to school for engineering and I've worked in construction. Worked in construction for a lot of years. And I have my engineering degree in computer science. So I've actually worked in several fields of the engineering. I've combined the computer science field and the construction field down at Woods Hole Oceanographic. And I've also worked in the construction field building houses and out there in the field working with the construction end of it. So that's what I do in that end of the world. But I'm also an artist. And I've been working in the art field and as a photographer since I can remember. I've been an artist since I started drawing. I could hold a pen and pencil in my hand. But I've also done everything else in my life. I'm a musician. I'm a self-taught guitarist since I was 8 years old. And I've played in rock bands since I can remember. At 16 I started playing professionally out there in the world. So I've done everything.
You are a Renaissance woman.
That's what I call myself. I call myself the Renaissance woman. My favorite color, well, you know, everybody's gonna know they're gonna say black because I wear black all the time. Very heavy into Victorian decorating, so I'm all on that rose and all the pinkies and roses. So, yeah, I love those colors.
Nice. And you have a little pin that's a rose,
don't
you?
Yeah. And actually, yeah, it's a rose. It's got a little saying in the back. It says, "God's love is always with you." It's funny because a lot of women, like roses. But it's that is my favorite flower. When I garden, it's one of my favorite flowers. Yeah, it's the rose. I have a saying that's one of my favorite quotes in the whole world. He's one of my favorite people in the whole world, and I can relate to him so much. It was Albert Einstein, and he's one of my favorite human beings. And my favorite quote of his is, "Great spirits always face violent opposition from mediocre minds." And that probably fits upsetness a lot. I love the water. And it's funny that you asked the question about being a fish, because my nickname down in Woods Hole, I used to scuba dive, used to do a lot of different things, so they used to call me the dolphin because I love dolphins. I adore dolphins. I'm always thinking like a fish, so that's a really interesting question. So I could see myself waking up as a fish and just hitting the high seas and just going really far and just traveling all over the place. I mean, I would just go everywhere I wanted to go. I'd go to every island there was and just like swimming all over the place. I mean, I would just hit everywhere. I mean, I would just travel all over the place if I was a fish.
To the young ladies that are out there, what would you say to them if they were thinking about going into the sciences and into the engineering fields?
I do all the time. I've worked with a lot of young girls. One of the hardest things I had was the self-confidence, and that's what I see most of them dealing with every day. I tell them to have a lot of self-confidence in themselves and to try to get it from, if they don't get it from home, get it from somewhere. So it's a really difficult battle out there. You're always having to prove yourself. Whereas the guy that might be in the same position doesn't have to do that all the time, but the female does. So I just tell her to be strong, keep on, have strong people around her, and just be positive and just keep on fighting. They will face glass ceilings, they will face opposition, it's a tough battle yet, even though there's been a lot more breakthrough, there still is a lot of that opposition. So I tell them to keep on fighting, keep on being strong. The biggest thing is to be strong together and not fight amongst each other, so that way they have that sisterhood, so that they don't, they have some strength there, because that's really important. Let's see, it's been a lot of fun. I love AJ. Keep it tender, everybody.